40 years ago, New York City was facing disinvestment. And Lower Park Slope, where Fifth Avenue Committee got started, was a lot of abandoned buildings and vacant lots. Really what happened was a group of neighbors that were very diverse, both racially and socioeconomically, came together to revitalize the community, to really change public policy and change the physical aspects of their community. In order to achieve the vision of an equitable and just society, you really need to work on change on 3 levels simultaneously. Fifth Avenue Committee has built 900 units of affordable housing in our 40 years, and we have a development pipeline right now with over 1,200 units of affordable housing. It also includes significant community facility projects, creating a new library, creating 5 new pre-K classrooms in Sunset Park, creating senior centers. These are really important projects, not just on the affordable housing side, but also in bringing critical community facilities and amenities to neighborhoods. One of the things that makes Fifth Avenue Committee unique is that we understand that there's a need for affordable housing in diverse range. For instance, we built 575 Fifth Avenue, which is an affordable supportive housing project for formerly homeless individuals with special needs and low-income local residents. We've also built affordable mixed-income cooperative housing like our Atlantic Terrace project, and we have many projects like our Fact Renaissance project where we've partnered with the city to preserve rent-stabilized housing in the community and really ensure that long-term residents are able to continue to live in communities that they've helped nurture and sustain. One of these new projects is our Sunset Park Library and Affordable Housing Project, which will create 49 new, deeply and permanently affordable units of housing in Sunset Park, and also double the size and create a new 21st century public library in the community.
This is going to not only bring us a library twice its size with state-of-the-art technology, but it's going to also bring us units of affordable housing. And this is a model that is already being used in other neighborhoods right now, and everybody wants. And so every council member is asking, how do I get mine? And then I say, you got to get a Fifth Avenue Committee on your side.
The other pillar of Fifth Avenue Committee's work has really been community organizing and advocacy. And for us, that really involves engaging directly the people that are most impacted by the public policy that we're trying to influence. Whether that's public housing residents through Fury, or rent-stabilized tenants through our Inquilinos Unidos, our Tenants United effort, or through our Turning the Tide effort to really focus on climate justice in Red Hook and Gowanus.
They've been able to have a real pulse on the ground by bringing people in and making them part of the journey for advocacy, for legislation, for budget, and to change people's hearts and minds across the board.
Fighting for equal justice, low-income families, housing, and of course racial and economic equality. That's our fight. The Fifth Avenue Committee is about a lot of things that we're interested in.
Our voice has an impact on public policy, speaking to the legislatures to ask them to vote in favor of laws that will help us. That's a big voice.
Fifth Avenue Committee, along with more than a dozen local stakeholders, has created the Gowanus Neighborhood Coalition for Justice, whose focus on advancing economic, social, and environmental justice as part of the multiple public and private land use actions that Gowanus is facing in the next few years.
They're focused on the individual, but also on the community and the importance of the community to families and to the city. We're trying to amplify the voices of community members. We're trying to give them a platform, give them the tools, and listen to them and work with them.
Another key program in our community organizing and advocacy work is our Turning the Tide initiative, led by Fifth Avenue Committee with partners Red Hook Initiative, Southwest Brooklyn Industrial Development Corporation, and of course Fury. That's really focused on advancing climate justice in Red Hook and Gowanus. We're literally seeing billions of dollars in public and private investment that are going to be coming into Gowanus, and we really want to ensure that longtime residents, brown and black residents, low and moderate income residents, public housing residents, and industrial businesses can benefit from these changes. A key aspect of Fifth Avenue Committee's mission is really helping individuals transform their lives and transform their skills and often transform the view of themselves so that they can access opportunities that exist. And one of the ways that we do that is through our adult education and literacy programs.
Ostensibly, what we do here is we teach people to speak English. We help them get their high school diploma. We then help them pick a college and apply to college, get financial aid, a bunch of things. But the truth is, like, the overall picture of what we do is, and I don't say this lightly, but we're trying to empower people to completely change their lives.
My income is very low. My husband works as a taxi driver. I have 2 child, autistic child. It's difficult for me. I need help and my son for the homework. I need more English, but he say me, "Mommy, you learn more. You learn a lot." It's good. It's good.
I love helping people in the community, the immigrants, because my parents were immigrants, so I know how hard that is. You come to a new country, you have to learn the language. Just getting the people empowered in the community is very important to me.
We also have Fifth Avenue Committee's Neighborhood Employment Services Training Program, which is really focused on assisting hundreds of folks directly access employment each year.
You're going from making minimum wage to at least 40% more to start. And we're talking about pensions and annuity. We're talking about life-changing opportunities.
A really important part of NES's efforts has been our Stronger Together initiative, which is an anti-poverty program focused on public housing residents in Red Hook and Gowanus.
Fifth Avenue Committee has brought so much through the Stronger Together coalition to ensure that when someone comes into my office, I have a partner to work with them and get them a job. Also making sure that our immigrants get what they need in the language that they speak and the cultural competency that they deserve.
Also through NES, we have a resilient community infrastructure project called Gowanus Wi-Fi Mesh Network that will ensure that local businesses and local residents have free access to the internet. I think one of the things that distinguishes Fifth Avenue Committee in our approach to fighting inequality as it relates to our workforce development and training programs through Brooklyn Workforce Innovations is really a focus on career ladders.
They actually see people as people, and they fight for what people need. Justice, homelessness, hunger, whatever it is, they fight for it.
I think the Fifth Avenue Committee remains important and significant in the community 40 years later because of the way that we've been able to listen to and support the community. So as community needs change, we've changed. It's been very organic.
We look at New York City and we recognize that we're a unique and special place. And we're often a unique and special place because organizations like Fifth Avenue Committee and the people who are involved in our mission and our work make it so.
English is very difficult language to learn. Until you have to keep in common. But I like to thank Fifth Avenue School.
I want to congratulate Michelle and the staff and all the wonderful volunteers for their passion, their dedication, and their commitment to excellence.
I want to thank you for helping me get more involved in the community, for helping me help my neighbors. I want to thank you for helping me obtain a career.
Michelle, staff, volunteers, everyone at Fifth Avenue Committee, muchísimas gracias. What you've done in the last 40 years has been incredible and transformed this community.